Hey guys, welcome back. So, really quick, I thought I'd just show you. Sorry, knock that. Um, my guardsmen are ever evolving, and my current plan, as I think I've mentioned, is to grab another 60 of these guys. I don't know when, so I can't guarantee it'll be anytime soon. But I thought I'd show you that I actually switched everything to Krieg. Now, I also made some movement trays. This is just a bit of wood. These are coffee stir sticks as a border and a sheet of metal on the inside. I'll do a separate video on how to make these. But these are 5x2, so it's a squad of 10, and I could just do 2 of these side by side kind of thing. Actually, I'll show you. This one I made earlier, but it was actually wider. It was out too much, and I actually had to trim it down, so I haven't actually fixed this yet. But this is kind of what it looks like right now. It's gonna have to be fixed. But yeah, just a layer of hot glue holding these two together. I'll do a full walkthrough later. But the important part is, this is roughly a squad of guardsmen. There'll be obviously that filled in. But I always do these 5 normal las guns, and the sergeant. And on top of that, I'm going to show you what I've kit bashed. Now, I'll have 2 spots for special infantry, and then normally it would actually, if it was Cadians, I would just have an extra normal guardsman here. And then this would be Radio Man. But because it's Kriegsman, I'm actually switching it up a bit. Now, actually, so real quick, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So you can see here, this is actually something it'll be like. So this is what it would normally be like. You've got Sergeant, Melta, Plasma, Radio, and the rest are normal infantry for Cadians. But these aren't going to be Cadians. I'm running these as Kriegsmen. So instead of this extra sniper guy, I'll actually pull the Radio Man off to the corner. We're going to do a sniper rifle guy who will fill in this one. I'll still have the Melta and Plasmaguns available, but in reality, if I'm running Kriegsmen, it'll generally be either Melta and Plasma, or Plasma and long las, depending on if my enemy has a lot of sniper characters or not. But I thought I'd show you how I'm kind of kit bashing these to make them look even better. So I was playing with one of my buddies, and I realized my guardsmen alone, they don't actually really stick out that much. Like, basic guardsmen are just this, green and all that, and they don't look crazy different one from another. And most of them just have basic rifles, but even the special weapons were kind of, they looked okay. But in the end, this is all it was just that Meltagun kind of thing. So I've decided to kit bash them a bit. Some of them I've only done this, like this one I cut off the... I'll grab a normal one just to show you. You can see he's got like a little rucksack or something like that. Maybe a tent or something wrapped up there. I got rid of it, put this Caradron Overlord's kit on the back. This is a normal Caradron Overlord's backpack. I only have 2, so I got a frigate a few years back, and I never really did a whole lot with it. But I also took a Perry Miniatures Knight helmet and put it on his face to kind of mark, like, he's trying to protect his face from whatever he's shooting. I'm also going to be recoloring the helmet so they stand out more. So, let's start again with the basic unit that is here. So, this is what my squad will normally look like, just 5 normal riflemen and a sergeant. Then we have a radioman. Now, important note, I've just kit bashed these guys. I haven't actually repainted them yet. But let's just throw this guy on here, for instance. Here's a radioman. Now what I did, sorry, my camera's a little... There we go. That looks better to me. I took the 2 halves, because I got a long time ago tons of Romans from Victrix. And I also got this, I think it's Black Templar's little tank insignia or something. I got it in a box from a bunch of random bits that I bought off of eBay, so I just threw it on there. But I took the spear, both ends of a pilum from a Roman kit from Victrix, to make antennas. And I took random bits just to make backpacks. Now, that's not the only one. I'll show you a few others. This one, I have these 2. There's a custodian. Oh, come on, I don't like this thing that's focusing wrong. These 2 bits are custodian pieces from their weapons. Don't know what they're called. I just kind of cut them up. And obviously the 2 spear bits still. I also took another piece of pilum to kind of make a microphone. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but it doesn't really matter. In the end, it's just to make them stand out a bit. This one I used the remains of a heavy bolter thing from a Bane blade, and obviously the pilum still. But because radio men actually still get rifles, they all still do have their rifles. But I kind of blended it where some have their rifle and they're aiming it, and some have this microphone that they're speaking into, and they're holding their rifle. But anyway, that'll bring us to this level of filled in. Then we get, I already showed you the Meltagunner, so we'll put him there. Then we have a Plasmagunner. Same thing, knight helmet on their thing and a unique backpack. Now I still have to paint this, but that'll fill in the second spot. And then I have medics. Actually, you know what? I didn't show you. Number-wise, it's not going to make sense. Going to need a sniper and then a medic on top of that and a radio man. So we'll see how that works. Doesn't matter. For now, this is my medic, and what it doesn't look crazy different from one of the special backpacks over there. But I'm going to paint these like red with a big white cross on them or something like that. It'd be great if this thing focused. Yeah, I'm going to lock it so it focuses. Just a sec, sorry. There, now it's locked, so it shouldn't unfocus on this guy. But he's just carrying a rifle, because the medic, I think, still gets a rifle. Doesn't really matter, I just go by the stat block anyway. He's just got these little containers. Little baggies. Let me grab another one. Let's go with this one. And I used these bits, these backpacks, from what are they called? Ash Waste Nomads, which is actually where I got my Meltaguns. These are going to be Meltaguns. But yeah, another cool little bit here. Oh, sorry, I haven't even shown you the snipers yet. Now I have to find one. Oh, here's one. Now I actually haven't made many of these guys yet, but this is all it is right now. It's just a sniper. It's a normal rifle with a bit of spare scope attached to it, just to show that it's a long las, right? Nothing special. But the next thing I'm going to show you is I was recently kit bashing in it because I switched everything to Krieg. Now my command squads are new. So, actually I can't show you that one yet because I still got to finish him. I ended up grabbing some spare bits and creating these. I swear to God I actually already showed you this. Doesn't matter. Just in case, I'll show you again. I have two servo skulls. I actually tore one apart and rebuilt it into this because it looked better once I found the other spare bits. And I have this guy here. I gave him an eagle, an aquila from Victrix Roman banner. I believe this is an old 30k banner. Spear of a conquistador, body and legs of an Empire Greatsword, head of a conquistador. This little wrap around it comes from the Perry Miniatures Knight kit. The left arm, I believe, is a Baneblade guy arm. The shoulder plate is either a tank commander or a Baneblade tank commander shoulder plate. It's a light Italian machine gun from the Italian kits from Wargames Atlantic. Sledgehammer from the Baneblade, and that little thing's from an Elvish kit from a long time ago from Fireforge. But this is going to be my Bannerman. Oh, and yeah, I mentioned this guy because he comes with the Commissar, Lord Commissar. Anyway, that's just kind of what I wanted to show you, how we're going right now. Slowly turning my entire army into what you see is what you get kind of thing. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe if it's not too much trouble, and leave a comment in the comments if you have any idea of what you kind of want to see next.